That's just good business. Hello, my friends, and hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Xaereth Prevails, a Hondo Naka story. Guys, don't knock it. Naka till you tried it. It's he's a lot of fun. He is a lot of fun. He's farmable right now. You can get him in 8 days, 9 days, something like that if you do a triple Cantina refresh, which I know that not everyone's going to do that, but I want to show you guys him taking down the meta. Now, the meta, I wouldn't be too surprised to find out he kills some Galactic Legends. This video does not show him killing any GLs, just to be real clear. I think there's still weaknesses with him, and it is with a Datacron, and so I know that that's a dirty word for some of you, but I think that he's actually going to have a similar level of output even after his Datacron goes away. That's not going to be as good, but we'll look at all of that as we're moving along. Let's just jump right into it, shall we? Well, jump immediately into the mounting. If you guys want to support the channel for free, if you like the daily content, ding that bell, folks, and also just, like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff helps us mount the algorithm, gets us more visibility, folks, and yeah, really appreciate all that you do. Thank you guys so much for everything. That being said, let's actually jump into the video footage. We're going to go progressively more difficult, and I'm going to show you guys aspects of this, of the various fighting here. Let's see. I'm sorry, this is, yeah, I'm going to show you guys various aspects of the kit, I should say. Hold on, that didn't work at all. It's fun to have live technical difficulties, folks. Alright, so we're starting with Commander Luke, and please be, I don't know, gracious in your criticism of me. I still don't know his kit perfectly, so we're holding Luke hostage here, and that means he can't gain bonus turn meter. He can't gain turn meter at all. Maybe he can gain turn meter. He can't. He's set to speed 0, which means he can never go. Like if for instance, like Night Sister Zombie, once she loses all of her stacks or gets the 2 negative stacks, she can never actually take a turn. She can assist. She can do things, but she can't actually do anything. And so speed 0, and you can't. I think you can gain buffs, but you can't do bonus attacks, which means like no countering and no assisting, which is a big part of the Commander Luke kit. And maybe you can't gain turn meter, I don't really remember, but remember Hondo also gets a lot of bonus turn meter at the start of the match. And every time with the Datacron here, guys, let me show you what his Datacron does real quick. So whenever he uses his basic, he gains 9 additional stacks of ransom. Whenever he uses his basic normally, he gains 1. And so he gains that ransom really, really quickly. So you see, we just took out Luke really easily. And let's do it again. This is my second attempt against Luke. And I know that Luke is kind of low-hanging fruit. We're going to be faster. And we're also gaining a bunch of... So one of the big things about his kit is he ramps up a lot of damage. So you guys can see here that as he continues to progress through the match and gains those stacks that he has, the locked stacks of buffs that he has are called ransom, and you guys will see that in a minute come into play. Like, he has a lot of different ways he stacks his offense. So he starts off kind of underwhelming, but over time he just becomes this crazy juggernaut of destruction where they can't really hit him because he's got all the dodge out there, and he's just got set for just like growing inside of him. It's kind of fun. But then his Omicron also doubles what you guys are seeing right here. If you have the GAC Omicron, remember it's not just 3v3, it's 3v3 and 5v5. And so, we only have footage from 3v3 because that's all we've had for GAC with this Datacron, but it's pretty nice. So yeah, just taking out those Commander Luke teams, that wasn't a challenge really, frankly. Alright, so this is footage from my buddy SoloBase15 on his channel. He's trying Sign of Django lead, and neither of us really knew what we were doing with Hondo when we first started this endeavor, but he's, Django has a lot of really interesting interactions, in fact, guys. So, let me see. Another aspect of all of this, folks, is this is his second special. If he uses his second special, which Solo doesn't do as much as he probably should in this fight, and I'm not trying to be critical here. I also have really struggled to use it myself, and so you can see, like, Maul is almost about to delete the whole team. Like, this is a really good Maul, and, you know, the Canderous they have the Candy Cron on them, so I think maybe they don't have the Candy Cron, actually. Well, they do have Armor Shred on Hondo, so maybe. And they're hitting Hondo a little bit here, not too fun. But you can see he has those 41 stacks of ransom, and when he uses the second special, now he's at 50. The 50 is the cap. When he uses that second special, he gains 4% offense per stack, which, I mean, that's like 200% offense. Pretty nice. Yeah, so he's going to use the second special here, I think. Oh, that's right. So Solo was like, initially when I was watching the stream, he's like, oh yeah, we're not going to use that one. That one's just a cleanse. And it's like, it's so much more than a cleanse. Oh, you guys can't see my face. I'm sorry about that. That was unfortunate for you. No. Yeah, this is... It's looking like Hondo's about to be deleted, just totally deleted at this point. And then he read it a little more. He's like, oh, maybe it is a little more than just the taunt, or just the whatever it's called, the thing with the stuff, you know. Gosh, look at how much damage he did. Just 200 something K. Watch the damage here, guys. I didn't catch this the first time around. This is crazy. Watch. 573K. That should have been my thumbnail. Alright, so let's go for a little bit tougher targets here. This will be fun. So, against General Skywalker, this is my friend Darth Puppy. You guys have seen him. We faced him a couple times in GAC recently, and he has murderlated me both times. It's been a pretty good slugfest each time. Good player. And so, when he was saying he's gonna, should I try General Skywalker? I was like, yeah, sure. We were in the same group this week. We never played each other, but he actually won his group. And, you know, these are all comps that we're facing against people who are in, like, the top 100-ish. You know, I think my group is top 100. Solo was in top 120. Maybe he's in the top 100. I don't know. One way or another. You can see we're already ramping a lot on Hondo. And the big thing about how he's going to do after the Cron is how fast can he ramp. Because if he can get to those 50 stacks, then he's got a pretty good chance of doing a lot of this stuff, even without the Datacron. So, you know, like, the Datacron is kind of like training wheels in a way. Alright, cool. So he took out that... Look how fast he sits Skywalker down now. He took out that... you know, Rex, or the 5s, and then sits him down again. And, gosh, this is so crazy, man. This is the first time Darth Puppy has used Hondo, and, you know, probably not using optimized moves either. But, you know, still, a 51 is pretty good, guys. So, then he tried it again. Instead of Zalbar, he used Gamma Guard. And I think he's got Relic 9 on Gamma Guard. I think he's even got the Omicron on him, actually. So, for whatever that's worth. And, you know, again, this is Relic 9 on General Skywalker. So... yeah, you can see how fast we're ramping up here with Hondo because of his Datacron. He ramps that fast. And one thing to keep in mind here, folks, as well. So as Hondo loses his friends, well, once everyone dies, it's just like once everyone you've loved has gone and died on you, you gain a bunch of counter chance, defense, evasion, offense, potency, tenacity, all that stuff, guys. So he's very difficult to hit and to damage and everything. And there's other things that he ramps damage, he ramps health. You're gonna have to read his kit. I can't show you every single thing. I'm not gonna read it to you. But once his friends all die is another method of him ramping up. And then, yeah, I don't know. I think I showed you that one. So he does a lot of cool stuff, guys. A lot of cool stuff. Probably showed you this stacking. I don't remember. This is like my 4th take on this video because I'm trying to make sure I'm incorporating all of the different aspects of what I want to show you. So, you know, General Skywalker, we can't crit him now, which is a problem, of course, for Hondo because he's doing a lot of crit damage. But at the end of the day, I mean, I think this looks pretty consistent, to be honest, guys. So, oh, hold on. Why didn't I not show this? Okay, this is the big one. So this is. I decided I wanted to try. I went CLS 1 week, or 1 match. Then I went CLS another match, and then I was like, let's just kill Malgus if we can. And not only just a normal Malgus, we're gonna try it with Savage as well. And actually, I'm not sure I love this version of Malgus. Just on a, you know, no shade on my opponent. I think that Savage there gives you an easy out. You can just shoot, you can hit Savage instead of hitting Malgus, and that's actually kind of better for you in a lot of ways. Because of reasons. Or if you want to hit Malgus, like, you don't want to give your opponent the option of which tank to hit. You want them to hit the tank you want them to hit, and you know, that's one of the reasons Malgus and Malik are so good, is that they're both just like really negative effects. Like you don't want them to hit either of them. So, anyways, we're just ramping up. We're already at 50 stacks, and you know, this is a really thick, really well modded Savage with the Omicron, of course, and so I'm not doing that much damage though, and I've just kept Malgus kind of locked away for a while here, and it's not really doing that much. But what we really want to do is Savage just keeps taunting. We can't get rid of that taunt for the life of us, and Talon is giving them a ton of extra health percentage, a lot of extra stuff for being alive, and you know, extra speed, everything. And so what I decided to do was just lock down Savage, so that Savage would eventually lose his stacks, and you know, Malgus wasn't taunting at the time. So wow, 396 damage on Talon. There's no telling what kind of impact she had on the match up till this point, but hopefully we were able, at least we were able to take her out. Like when I took her out, I was like, okay, well guys, we're probably about to meet our doom at this point, because of, you know, they're just going to be focused solely on Hondo. But what I discovered was, in fact, I'm doing 1x speed here because I wanted to be able to get a good screenshot of how much damage he does. Yeah, 334. Maybe that was on the thumbnail. I don't remember, but yeah, look at this, guys. Gosh, 257. We ended up getting good banners. Killed Savage and Malgus at the same time. So, whew. Pretty cool stuff. No GLs yet. I wouldn't be surprised to find out in 3s or in 5s that Hondo facilitates that. He's a lot of fun, guys. He's got a lot of untapped potential as well. If I can just kind of rummage or fumble my way through my matches and be able to get this kind of output from him, you can do a lot. Now, this isn't to say he's going to beat every single comp out there. I mean, I think like comps with Darth Revan are going to really mess with him, for instance, but I do think that if you use him strategically, he's going to do a lot of cool stuff, even once the Datacron is gone. And so, do I think it's worth it to work on him? I do. I think he is going to be a really fun, really quirky, cool character for a long time to come. And I think he's going to not only work in 3s, though I think it'd probably end up being better in 3s if I had to guess. I think he's also going to be very good in 5s. He's just not going to be the main you know, attraction, kind of. Like, he'll just kind of be slowly ramping, and then at some point your whole team will die, and he'll just be like, you know what, I got this anyways, guys. You know, who knows exactly what's going to happen. But what I do know is that he's been a lot of fun, and I think that it's probably worth taking a look at him at the very least. So let me know what your thoughts are about this quirky, crazy, only neutral in the game character. Would love to hear it, guys. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Zareth prevails.